5 months ago. And thank you. You didn't have to, but you did. I appreciate it. We didn't plan it. We talked about it once. We had one conversation. She said, I'm thinking about stopping birth control. I said, great. I love you. I'd love to have a baby with you in a year or two. Turns out in a year or two, I'm going to have a 1 or 2-year-old baby. It is different getting your girlfriend pregnant. Because we're not married. She's my girlfriend. And we tell people, I had to tell people, I'd say, my girlfriend's pregnant. It's weird. Here's how you have to say it. You have to say, my girlfriend's pregnant, and we're very excited about it. Because if you only say, my girlfriend's pregnant, they don't know what to say back. Or what face to make at you. My girlfriend's pregnant. That's it. You're in it. Yeah. Takes a village. It is weird saying girlfriend. It is weird. I want to get married. I do. I just don't feel comfortable marrying a woman that has a baby. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing with your life? We had a beautiful baby girl. I know she's beautiful because here's what happened. The doctor said you're having a girl, and my girlfriend goes, I hope she's not ugly. I was like, I hope that too. I just didn't know that we could say it out loud. Go ahead and put that on my list, right next to healthy. I think you're supposed to be a better person when you become a parent. It's made me a worse person. The prime example is before I was a parent, I didn't go onto Facebook and look at other people's pictures of their babies and make fun of them, which I do now. With my girlfriend, we'll make fun of people's babies' pictures on Facebook and how ugly they are, and we'll laugh at their babies, and then we'll like the photo when we're done. Because you don't have to tell them why you liked it. Just that you liked it. She had a C-section. That's crazy. And you, as a guy that doesn't even have to go through it, I can't believe that they do it. They cut you in half like a crappy magician. And they take your organs out of your body. I guess because you're women, you probably know that. I didn't know it. They take your organs out of your body to get to the baby. Just like, not a baby, not a baby, not a baby. Think it's a spleen. Maybe a baby. Check that out. It's crazy. I went to the doctor's appointment. That's how I found out. The doctor, when I came when we were just pregnant, the doctor goes, guys don't come to these checkup appointments. That's great that you're here. A lot of guys don't come to these appointments. And then when they do come, they just want to know how much is this going to cost and how long can we keep having sex. And I was like, and then you would say to them, you can have sex the whole time up until labor. We did it at 8.5 months pregnant. She was gigantic. We were in bed, and I was like, come on over here, let's get this started. She was like, no, we can't. I'm too big. I'll squish you. I said, babe, you're beautiful. You're not going to squish me. Climb aboard. And then she did, and I was like, oh, boy. It's heavier than I thought. It's very heavy. The baby weighed an estimated 6 pounds, and the rest was water weight, which apparently she had mixed with cement. It was just very heavy. There's no getting out of it. You can't be like, you were right. You definitely are squishing me right now. We did it, but the goal wasn't for me to have a good time. The goal was for her to have a good time and for me not to make noises like I'm moving a couch while she did it. She's rocking around. I'm like, we're never going to get through the door like this. Are you even lifting your end? We scheduled a C-section. Scheduled it for Saturday morning, September 22nd. We scheduled a C-section for Saturday morning, 8 a.m., which means Friday night, we're going to go to bed, we're going to wake up with a baby. Which means Thursday night is the last night of our entire lives. We're not going to go to bed and wake up with a baby. So I said, hey, on Thursday, let's get a hotel with a pool, really live it up. Obviously you can't because you're super pregnant, but it'd be rude if I didn't invite you. I don't think this is the time for a dude's trip, so you're more than welcome to come along. I started drinking at 11 a.m. because that's what you do on the last night of your entire life that you're not going to go to bed and wake up with a baby. Think of how much you normally drink on a Thursday and then add a baby to that. If you're just having a few and the doctor's like, hey, whenever you're done there, we're going to give you that baby forever. You'd be like, yeah, I'll probably have a couple more, I guess. So by dinner, I am inebriated, and she went into labor. Was not part of the plan. I was gone. We were at dinner, and she was like, oh my God, it's happening. We have to go to the hospital. And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea right now. I'm going to need you to hunker down, Kegel your way through this. I'll never forget the feeling I had when I was at that restaurant. My girlfriend went into labor. I'll also never forget the feeling I had as she drove herself to the hospital while she was in labor. Because I've seen way more commercials about don't drive drunk than don't drive while you're in labor. They don't even have a campaign. We have to get a nanny. Because I travel and she works, we have to get a nanny. My girlfriend brings in a nanny resume. The nanny was 26 years old. Then she showed me a picture, and she was smoking hot. I was like, nope, that's not our nanny. That nanny's going to ruin someone else's life. She was like, are you going to bang the nanny? And I said, no, I'm not going to bang the nanny. But I promise, everyone who has ever banged a nanny said the exact same thing. If I were writing a book on how to bang the nanny, step 1, say you're not going to bang the nanny. Step 2, bang that nanny. Step 3, repeat. Step 2.